Hello everyone, this is Ronnie from YouTube. Thank you for tuning in again. I really appreciate you taking some time to watch these videos. And this video today is about this thing which is kind of frustrating, which is that sometimes if someone fails in the raw diet or they went away from the raw diet, that someone like me might say, you failed because you did it wrong. And they will claim that they did it right, and they will also, and there's also this growing thing like, oh, that's what all these raw vegan people say, these fruitarians or whatever. They just, if you failed on it, if you felt bad on it, and you weren't doing well on it, they just say you were doing it wrong, you know? And it wasn't that you were doing it wrong, it was this, and all these other things. The diet doesn't work, you know? So the first thing, I want to respond to that idea. The first thing is that most people are not doing it right. Most people do not do the raw food diet right. And what I'm realizing more and more, or don't do it in such a way that they can sustain it long term. And what I'm realizing more and more is the influence of, a lot of people are coming into this lifestyle, but they're really not approaching it as a lifestyle, and a lot of it's like the influence of Robert Morse. And when I came into this movement, the real influence and the big influence at the time that I was aware of was 80-10-10 and Doug Graham and Durian Ryder and Freely and Philly Raw Christina and this whole bunch of people. And now the reality is, if you go to the Woodstock Festival and you speak to new people, and or even maybe the UK Fruit Fest, and you speak to new people and you say, do you know who Doug Graham is? A lot of them don't. They don't know who Durian Ryder is. They don't know who Freely is. They don't know what 80-10-10 is. They don't know any of that stuff, which is surprising to me, but it's the reality. But they do know Robert Morse. And when you speak to them, it's all Morse phrases and Morse words and Morse ideas that come up. And maybe that's the Life Regenerator as well to some degree, because he kind of modelled a lot of his stuff on that. And the problem with that, I mean, Robert Morse has done an amazing job in reaching out to more people and getting people to try this out. I mean, it's amazing the amount of people that from a completely conventional diet try a fruitarian diet because of him, and because he's basically telling them this is how you'll heal yourself from whatever condition. So that is amazing. And but he himself does not follow a raw vegan or fruitarian lifestyle long term, and I don't believe he knows how, and I don't believe that he knows how to teach others, potentially. I think his story is that he did it for 6 months, and I don't think he's done it since. I think he did like a mono orange juice diet or something for a while, or oranges diet, and I don't know if he's ever done it since then. So anyway, so I respect what he's been able to do with getting more people interested in this. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of what he says or a lot of his ideas, but my issue really is that his interest is not helping people do this as a lifestyle, and people kind of like him for that in a way, because he kind of gives people a get out card where he says, well, you know, here's the get out card is, well, we're all kind of spiritual beings anyway, and at the end of the day you're going to die someday, and you know, as if like your diet isn't that important, and that spirituality is more important. And maybe that's the case, but we are on this planet, and there's no reason really to have second or third or fourth best diet when you can have the best diet. There's not really any big reason not to have the best diet. So, but yeah, his influence and his ideas are really about detox and calling this a detox and a cleanse. I don't see the diet as a detox. Detoxification is a part of every cell of your body's function, as far as I'm aware, and is specifically in your body a function of the liver kidneys, the skin, but I think particularly the liver. So detoxification, if you take in alcohol, then your body still kind of registers that as food in a way, and it gets into the bloodstream, it gets into the brain. It is a form of calories, so it could potentially keep you alive a little bit longer than you would if that was all you could live on. And some people do live on it, crazily enough. But your liver has to detox, has to get rid of this toxic leftover material, or the toxic chemicals. It's so funny, like, me and Aubrey were watching this interview with Dan Aykroyd that was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and she just couldn't watch it after the first 10 minutes because he was just going on about his vodka. He has a vodka company, and he was going on about the purity of the vodka, like there's no sugars in it, there's no impurities, there's no going on about all these things that he was thinking were bad in vodkas, like preservatives, sugars, different things like that. And I'm thinking, it's vodka. Like, the worst part of any vodka is the vodka. It is the alcohol. Like, the alcohol is completely life killing, it kills life. So it was just, it's a total poison, right? So and still, there's alcohol in every fruit to some degree. It's all about the dose, but it's just funny that we would think of all these other things as being, oh, these are bad for you, sugars, preservatives, as if the alcohol isn't the absolute worst thing in any vodka, So, but your liver has to deal with that. So your liver deals with that, and it gets damaged over time, right? Don't know the specifics of that, but that's the basic part of it. Detoxification happens whether you like it or not. So the idea that you can make the body detox, it's not going to happen that way. It's always doing it for you. You got to realize your body is way, like, your body does not have your personality, right? It's always working. It's always doing the right thing. It's always doing the best thing. We don't always do the right thing and the best thing. We're not always hard working. We put things off. That's not what your body's doing. Like, your body is like having this incredible friend that is always doing the right thing for you, always doing the best thing for you. They're always on time. They always turn up. They're always in touch with you when they need to be. Like, having that kind of friend, that's your body, but a million times, So detoxification is always happening. So there's no real need to focus on detoxification. But really in creating an environment in which the body has the best opportunity for all of its functions, including detoxification, to happen at the highest level. And if all of the body's functions are happening at the highest level, that's going to give you the best chance of feeling good, of being healthy, and ultimately of every other aspect of your life working out for the better, which is what health is the real reward of health. It increases the level of everything in your life, or it increases the potential for everything in your life to be better, and that fuels your health as well. So it's a self kind of fulfilling system, or maybe not. It's not the right word. Like, it's just a circularity, right? I don't know the right words for that. So all these people are getting into it through the Morse side now, which is, to me, is like, it's a shame that your Doug Graham's, your Don Bennett's, your Lauren Lockman's, like, so many of these people, like, it's a shame they're not really getting their message out much. Philly Rockestein, all like, how come Robert Morse is way more influential than all of them? Some of them have way more followers than Robert Morse. Some of them have sold more books than Robert Morse. Robert Morse isn't speaking at any of the fruit festivals. Maybe the Florida one. And yet his influence is way more. Because of YouTube? Like, is that all? Like, just because of some YouTube videos? So it's weird to me that he's having more influence. But anyway, all these people are coming in with his mentality, the detox thing, the let's get rid of the parasites thing, let's take herbs thing, let's fast. I'm not sure if he's that into fasting, but that's another thing that people are thinking about: fasting, juicing, juice cleansing. You know, being a liquidarian is better than eating whole fruit. It's not. But and then there's also like a breatharian thing that's tied in with all that, and none of this stuff helps people with the lifestyle, the long-term lifestyle of a raw vegan diet. And so the lifestyle is a different thing from the thought process of I'm going to do this short term for a detox, for a cleanse, to heal something short term. The lifestyle is about doing it long term and having something you can do every single day which supports you every day, and people aren't doing it right. And that is why I'm totally legitimately allowed to know that you're not doing it right. A lot of you are not doing it right. A lot of you that are struggling with it are not doing it right. And some of you that are doing it right, you're not, like, you might think you're feeling bad or you're not feeling right or whatever, but what does that really mean? Like, on the standard diet, people literally are getting diabetes, heart disease, arthritis. What are these terrible conditions people are getting on a raw food diet? Oh, I'm just not feeling vitality. And what do you mean by that? Like, are you getting enough sleep? Are you stressed? What's your relationship like? Before we get into the food, you know. So people are doing it wrong, and I see it all the time. And if you say to someone you were doing it wrong, they think, no, people don't want to take responsibility for themselves. Anyway, I'm probably going to start opening up more things and more opportunities for people to get help from me personally and from other things. So I'll be talking maybe more about that in upcoming videos. If you are looking for some help or guidance, I'll put a link below, or maybe I won't, but I'll try and do something. But I'll be opening up my coaching program again in the next few weeks. I'll be opening that up. If you are really looking to do this, if you need to do this, if you want to do this, if you want to do it 100% raw, then that's what I'm really looking to help people with, and doing it right, you know. And you can do it wrong, like, and most people do it wrong. I'd basically say everyone does it wrong before they do it right. Every single person does it wrong, and probably does a few versions of doing it wrong. So you kind of have to be humble. You have to stay humble to this. You're not going to get it right straight away. If it was easy, then everyone would do it easy. So that's my video of the day. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to share. Feel free to comment below. I'm looking to do more videos, and you can put your own. I really get inspired to make videos by people's comments. If you want to make a comment, you can follow me on Instagram at FruityRonster. Ridiculous name, but that's what it is. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.